Let's talk about afraid and fear, two words that can cause a bit of confusion for learners of English. So I'll walk you through when to use each one and how they differ in meaning and context. In casual speech, afraid is much more common than fear. For example, are you afraid of flying? This is a natural, informal way to ask about someone's fear. On the other hand, fear sounds more formal, so in everyday conversation, you wouldn't typically say, do you fear flying? You can also use afraid to express concern. I'm afraid we're going to be late. But you wouldn't say, I fear we're going to be late, unless you want to sound more formal or dramatic. So afraid is also used when talking about being scared of something, as you know. She's afraid of snakes, but you'd rarely hear someone say she fears snakes in an informal context. One of the most common uses of afraid is when it means I'm sorry. It's often used to deliver bad news or to politely decline a request. For example, I'm afraid I won't be able to make it to your party. This is a polite way of saying you can't attend. It's softer than a direct refusal. So you could use it in response to a request as well. Can I borrow your car for the weekend? I'm afraid I need it myself. So here, afraid is used to turn down the request in a gentle way. You can also use I'm afraid in short responses to confirm bad news. Is it going to rain tomorrow? I'm afraid so. Or to politely disagree. Are you sure we can make it on time? I'm afraid not. Another important point is that afraid is not typically used before a noun. For example, it's incorrect to say she's an afraid woman. Instead, you would say something like she's a nervous woman or she's afraid of confrontation. When describing someone who feels fear, don't place afraid directly before a noun. You would say, I'm afraid of public speaking, but not I'm an afraid speaker. To wrap up, afraid is used in informal speech more than fear. When you want to apologize or deliver bad news, you can use I'm afraid. And remember, don't use afraid before a noun. Use it on its own or with other adjectives like nervous or scared.